Wow, thank you so much, Dr. K. You know, we can listen to you for the next hour or two and still not get enough of you. So thank you so much for such a life transforming, I wouldn't call it a presentation, I would call it a heart-to-heart talk that you always have with us. And as I was scanning through the comments the presentation closely, and they are digesting and feasting on the words of knowledge and wisdom oozing out of your heart. So really, I am very much happy and excited. And we have another very exciting comment from a teacher who said, wow, I feel like it's a repentance gospel. I am repenting. It was really interesting. And I really believe that you're cultivating in us leadership that would really redefine the concept of leadership in our families, in our communities, in Africa, and in the world as a whole. And so we have questions as usual from people, you know, interesting and curious questions, I should say. It really shows how curious our audience is on the subject matter. The first question is so very much interesting, and I'm looking forward on how you're going to answer it. So I'm used to my older sisters and brothers doing things for me. I am always being told what to do, and sometimes I find myself not thinking for myself. What tips can you share with me to change my attitude from being a recipient to a leader?
Wow, beautiful question. I love that. I love that. I love that. You know, one thing you must, okay, so remember I asked you to close your eyes and think about Zimbabwe in 2030, in 2050. I'm sure your sisters and your brothers were gone either in 2030 or they were gone in 2050. There's going to be a day when you are going to have to stand on your own, okay? So that is what you got to tell yourself, that there's coming a day where I've got to stand on my own, and having things done for me is not helping me to be able to do the best of me that I can be. Yes, they can do things for you, but that won't stop you from serving. And I can assure you that doing things for you, for your benefit. But the question that I have for you is that what are you doing to benefit others? That is where leadership comes in. Okay, so your attitude is, can you turn your attitude towards serving others? Can you really dig in yourself and say, you know what? Yes, my brothers and sisters are doing everything I need, but what am I doing for somebody else? You know, what am I doing for somebody else? You know, I wrote down, you know, as we started, you know, this session, I wrote down that, you know, one of the things that I would like to do, I have to go to Sacred Heart. Okay, I've got to visit Sacred Heart, spend some time with them, you know, give them mentorship and all that, and make sure that Sacred Heart really grows and becomes a formidable Sacred Heart. So that's what you need to do. You know, you need to be somebody who's looking out on what can I do for somebody else. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. K. We have another second and final question. It says, you said attitude is infectious in itself. In the communities where we come from, there are leaders who are stuck in the old ways of doing things. Some of their ways are not as progressive and beneficial to the community, especially to us as young people. How can we best position ourselves to achieve a progressive attitude for the benefit of our communities?
Another brilliant question. Young and dynamic, let me say something to you today. People say that, oh, you know, the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. I think we've got to walk away from saying that. The youth are the leaders of today, because where you are as a youthful person, we are expecting you to lead where you are. Okay, so yes, there's an older generation that could be stuck in their old ways of doing things, but you can't wait for them to get out of the system for you to then be able to be in the system and influence the system. Because by the time you're older, the unfortunate thing is that if you wait, you end up doing what they do. And you then become the new old ones that are doing the old things. So you've got to start now as youth, coming together and doing things that are positive for your community. They will come to a point of appreciating that which is positive that you're bringing through, to your community. I'll be back next week from what Pastor Munashe said, and we're going to take it deeper. All right. So thank you very much. Let me leave it here. Mr. Senkosi, I hand it back to you, but tell people I'm back next week so that we go deeper. I want us to go deeper on this one. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We can't wait for next week. Thank you so much, Dr. K. Thank you. We were writing notes, and yes, we are going to make a global impact. Thank you so much.